I broke up with my girlfriend because of the Barbie movie. A few days ago, I watched Barbie with my girlfriend, and in Barbie and Ken's seemingly trivial, fantastical world, I found a life-altering realization that compelled me to end a relationship that had spanned 2 years of my life. It wasn't an easy decision to make. She was my rock. Those first few months leading up to us being together was like a delicate dance, as she was still healing from a past relationship. She was so unsure about being with me, probably for fear of repeating past mistakes, but she took the chance, and we grew together slowly. She even stopped talking to her ex after a year or so, since they had been good friends, regardless of the relationship they had. But circumstances brought them back in contact when his mother was hospitalized. She was too afraid to tell me, scared it might upset me. And while I know there was no infidelity involved, the lack of communication hurt me. She immediately stopped speaking to him from that moment over a year ago, and hasn't spoken to him since. As if that wasn't enough, 2 months after the incident, her parents were actively pushing her into a toxic marriage with a guy they favored. We had an understanding that she would tell me everything and keep her interactions with this guy to a bare minimum and keep it as dry as possible. But when I accidentally saw a 2-month-long snap streak with him on her phone, the old wounds were reopened. She thought she had already told me, but we both soon realized that she had completely forgotten about it. I know snap streaks seem like such a trivial issue, but in the grand scheme of things, it was pretty massive, considering the trials and tribulations we both had been through. I was left in a strange place, feeling as if I was constantly in the shadows of other men in her life, waiting for some level of openness that never really came. But through all of this, she remained my rock, my support. She was there for me during the grueling days of university, to job search, and everything else life threw at me. She was there for my family, always kind, always ready to help. Watching the Barbie movie was supposed to be an escape from reality, but it turned out to be the opposite. In Ken, I saw myself. He existed to serve Barbie, and without her, he felt empty and devoid of purpose. But throughout the movie, and after some unfortunate patriarchy, Barbie helps Ken discover his own worth, and realizes he is not defined by Barbie, but rather, he is enough just being himself. And believe it or not, this realization shook me. I've been clinging to the comfort and support she provided, blind to the mounting issues, but I had to face the truth. I was enough. My worth wasn't tied to her. My happiness wasn't dependent on her validation. She is a wonderful person, truly. But we had issues that we couldn't resolve, issues that were hurting us both. And all I had. Ryan Gosling jokes aside, I am like Ken, still searching for my purpose, my calling, but I know that I am enough. I'm not sure where I'll end up, but I have faith in the journey. She deserves the same chance to find her own way, without the weight of my expectations, or the shadows of her past. So here I am, a guy who realized his worth after watching a Barbie movie. It's strange how life lessons can come from the most unexpected places. It's been a challenging period, but I'm grateful for the insight. I'm ready to face the world as me, just me. I am Knuff.